everybody, welcome back. So it's time for my November wrap-up. I'm actually doing this on time, which has been unheard of for the last few months, I think. I feel like, I know last month's wrap-up went up like last week or so, so I have just been just all over the place with videos. I have videos that I made months ago that are still not up. And they're unboxing videos like Owl Crate and Loot Anime. Those I have a couple months worth of boxes from each of them that have just not gone up, and that is awful. And I really want to try and get back into the swing of things. Normally I've just been doing my weekly TBRs, which are fine, but yeah, I'll get more into that in another video, but I just need to get back into the swing of things of doing videos, doing them constantly or consistently, and not, yeah, just here and there. So here is my wrap-up, and I didn't read a lot, but I didn't read not a lot. I can't talk. So I read 6 books this month, which is good. It's not as much as I was doing this last few months or so many months. This year has been really great for reading for me. Every month before October, I was reading so much and I was really happy, and then things just started to go crazy. I had so much to do. I have video games to play, TV shows to watch, movies to watch, and it's just not giving me a lot of time to read, because normally I would read every free moment I have. Yeah, that's not, I mean, I still read, mostly. I do read during the day. I read when I'm at work on break, I read before work, I read after work, but I'm just not reading as much as I used to. But I still read 6 books, which is still really good, though 3 of them are rereads. So I'll talk about those right now. And they're the first 3 in a series, and that is the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. The first one is The Wishing Spell. The second one is The Enchantress Returns, and the third one is A Grim Warning. I have been rereading these in preparation to read the 5th book that came out this year in July. I'm really far behind. I still need to reread the 4th book before I can get into it, and I was trying to read this whole series this month. That just didn't happen. I actually just finished A Grim Warning an hour ago, which kind of shows you that it's just really not happening. So I started this one the very beginning of the month, then I went into this one, and then I finally finished this one, which I loved all of these books. I think I gave this one 4 stars, and then these 2 5 stars. The series just keeps getting better and better and better. It's, if you can tell, it's all about fairy tales. It's a middle grade series. It's amazing. I absolutely loved it. And it's by Chris Colfer, who was Kurt on Glee. And I never really watched Glee, but just by reading these books, I'm absolutely in love with Chris Colfer. He is just amazing. There's a picture of him if you don't already know. Yeah, Kurt on Glee. I couldn't remember if that was his actual name on the show. So, and what I really love about these is they come with maps, which is just beautiful. There's a map of the Land of Stories, or the fairy tale world. So, what the series is about, even though I know I've talked about this quite a lot, but if you don't know, this series is about 2 main characters. They're twins, Alex and Connor Bailey. They are, I want to say 12 years old in the beginning of this one. And their father had just passed away a year ago, a year before this, the beginning of this book, and it's about to be their birthday, and the year that they've had has just been really awful for them, really. They had to move out of their home and go to a different one because they couldn't afford that one. And they don't really get to see their mom as much because she's always working to afford everything that they have. And Connor isn't doing so well in school, and Alex doesn't really have any friends. And yeah, I mean, just stuff hasn't really been going well for them. So then for their 12th birthday, their grandmother comes to visit them, and she gives them the Land of Stories book that has been in their family forever. And their grandmother and their father used to read that to them when they were young, and before he passed away. So then one day, Alex is doing something. I think she was reading the Land of Stories book, or she was doing something. I can't remember. But it starts to glow. The book starts to glow. And she has no idea what's going on. But then she starts throwing pencils, and they start getting sucked into the book. And then she just starts, throwing more stuff into it. And then she realizes that they realize it's actually a portal it's actually a portal to another world, and they get trapped inside, and now they're stuck in the fairy tale world, and they don't know how to get back. So the wishing spell is actually a spell they have to collect certain objects from the fairy tale world, certain magical objects, to help them get back home. The wishing spell is like, it'll grant one wish, no matter what it is. So they start collecting objects like the spindle from the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty, the glass slipper from Cinderella. I want to say like a lock of Rapunzel's hair, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, stuff like that. So they have to travel to all of the kingdoms, which I will tell you. There is the Corner Kingdom, which I want to say is like Rapunzel's. That's where her tower was. The Charming Kingdom for Cinderella. The Red Riding Hood Kingdom for Red Riding Hood. The Sleeping Kingdom for Sleeping Beauty. The Northern Kingdom, I believe, is Snow White. There's the Troll and Goblin Territory, which, where the trolls and goblins live. There is the Fairy Kingdom, where all the fairies live. I mean, all these are pretty much self-explanatory. And there's also the Dwarf Forest, where they land when they get sucked into the book. There's also the Elf Empire, which I'm not sure if you actually go into it in this book. I know in the third book, it definitely, the Elf Empire makes an appearance in the third book. So, but yeah, there are all. Oh, and then there's also Mermaid Bay, which you can probably tell what that is. So yeah, it's just amazing. I absolutely love this series. So I gave this one 4 stars. This one was really good. I gave The Enchantress Returns 5 stars, which this one is all about how the Enchantress from Sleeping Beauty returns, and things just go cray-cray. But it's amazing. I absolutely really love this one. I think as I grew older, I started to love the books more. So this one I gave 5 stars. And then A Grim Morning. This one has to do with the Brothers Grimm. And Mother Goose. She plays a part in like all of the books. I think starting this one. I want to say starting this one. She really makes a appearance, and then from then on, Mother Goose is in it. But Mother Goose has a huge part to play in this, and it's so good. It's so good. And there's also a dragon in this one, which I think I liked so much. So yeah, I gave 5 stars to these. 4 stars to this one. It's a really great story, a really great series, and I really loved it. And now I definitely have to reread the 4th one and go into the 5th one. So the last 3 books, which I believe believe I read one of these this month, but that could have been last month and I can't remember. So if I read this last month, sorry, I just couldn't remember what month I actually finished it in. So, of course, you know, I read the In Death series every week. At least I try to. So, I read 3 books, I want to say, this month, which is The Origin and Death, which this one, I can't tell if I finished it right in time to do my November wrap-up. Or right at the end of October. Or my October wrap-up, I meant. I couldn't remember if I finished this right in the end of October. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to say this one, and then these 2. So there's Origin and Death, and Memory and Death, and then Born in Death. So I read these 3, gave them all 5 stars. I absolutely love Eve, and, well, there's Eve, and Rorik, and the gang. I love them all. I love all of the characters in here. They're so amazing, and each story is just as good as the last, and I absolutely love the series, so definitely great. There's so many books in this series, plus novellas, because I have to read all of the novellas, which I actually missed one. I always do that. I believe in the middle of these 2, there was a novella, which I have to read. I own it, so I have to read it for sure. But yeah, I just love this series, and I'm slowly making my way through it. I believe now I'm on the 24th book, I want to say. Oh my god. I will be going on to Innocent in Death once I'm done with that novella, so. This is all of the books that I read this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another video very soon. Alright, bye. Happy reading.